Hello everyone, Juicebags here, playing a little Dungeon Defenders today. Now, Dungeon Defenders, I've got pretty mixed emotions on. I gotta say, to start off, when you first start playing this game, it is extremely boring and very grindy. Everything is way too easy, and until you really get to the harder maps towards the end of the game, Akatiti Jungle, Winter Wonderland, Tavern Defense, King's Game, and so on, and then some of the later challenges, it becomes a lot more interesting once you get to that point. So anyway, of course, to get yourself to that point, it's all about the builders. You got to have a very rounded out set of builders, or you have to have a friend that's capable of doing them. So today we're going to go over power leveling. That way you can get all your builders up to where you want them to be. And I found when you've got a mediocre set of gear, Tavern Defense on Nightmare Pure Strategy is the best way to go about doing this. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so Tavern Defense, of course, we got 2 crystals to protect this one inside, and then another one right outside. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right forward to getting set up. And this does go along the same note as the grindiness of the game. It's very boring to power level, however, this is very quick. You know, of course, the first objective needs to be getting to level 74. That way you're capable of using mythical gear. So let's get one harpoon pointed at that back door. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw down 2 here. Pointed at the front door. I want to get them as close together as possible because you will be using tower buff beams. Now if you've got I've got most of my builders in mediocre gear and leveled up to at least 74 now. If you don't have all your builders to that point, and that's one of the reasons you're doing it, you can always fill in with other traps. Like instead of using, say, auras, you know, you could use hunter traps, or huntress traps, excuse me. And I'm going to go ahead and I need to get a little more mana. Toucan Sam really turned me on to this game. I had it for quite some time before I bothered playing it. I played it for a minute or two and just didn't really like the flavor of it. However, Toucan is a good friend of mine, and he is a Dungeon Defenders addict, so I've been playing it a bit with him lately, and I gotta say, he's right. Once you get to the higher level missions and maps, things get much more interesting. So we're going to go ahead and throw 4 harpoons right across here. And now I'm going to go ahead and hop on my monk and gather up the rest of the mana and get some auras laid. So let me go ahead and jump forward there. Alright, so we're back on my monk. I went around and gathered up all the mana. Let's get some auras thrown down here. I'm going to go with an ensnare aura, the old electric aura, and the strength drain aura. Now the reason I'm putting them over here on this corner is the majority of the mobs are going to be coming across that bridge and across this bridge. So we can cover both those areas with just one set of auras. And then let's get something going in the back door here. Same thing, gonna throw my 3 auras down. And then at the front door as well. And let's see, down to 280 mana. Can't do a whole lot else yet. So my next step is going to be to do some work on the EV. So I'm going to go ahead and get my EV out. and get the first wave started and collect up some mana. Very easy mode in Wave 7, of course. Only 120 mobs. Now, when you're on pure strat, of course, you're invincible, so feel free to run on up into packs of them and collect that mana as they die. Oh yeah, that's right. All you little goblinoid looking guys. Give me all your mana. Just want to make sure we get as close to the cap as possible. That way we can finish out our build here. And it looks like we're going to get there. Yeah, pretty close. 1647. Alright. So let's go ahead and start off out here at the exterior rift. Or, excuse me. Crystal. So we're going to get a tower buff beam covering these 4. Let's see if we can get it for 5 defensive unit points. You want to try to crunch them together as close as possible, of course, so that going to be able to get it. Let me see. I'm not sure if that's going to cover them. 7 boosted towers. So, yep, we're good. The four harpoons and the 3 auras. So that will get us. Now we want to throw some reflective walls up here. Can't have people shooting their shit at us. So gotta get the reflections going. Now on the sides here, I'm only going to do them 2 wide. So as soon as I get to the point where it pops over to 3 defensive units, I'm going to go ahead and stop him right there. Now it's debatable whether or not you even need a reflective wall over on this side. But I'm going to go ahead and throw one up anyway. Same thing, I'm just going to do the 2 DU. Alright, then we want to set up for our minions. So I want to get a tower buff beam on each side here. I'm going to go... I think I'm just going to go 4 defensive units wide. All the way around here. Go 4 there. And then 4 over here. So we're pretty well squared away out here, except for minions. Now let's go ahead and head to the front door. I want to get a reflective shield up here as well. Just going to do one wide there. And then we get a tower buff beam. Now we need to make sure the tower buff beam is going to get all the way up into where those auras are. So this one will probably have to go 5. Let's see. Yep, we'll go 5 wide there. And let's make sure that we're getting everything buffed. 4 boosted towers, so I'm missing something. I got my 3. Oh, I'm not getting one of these harpoons, is what it is. So let me see if I can't get that position to get our harpoon. Let's see now. Still 4 boosted towers. Of course I could. This is pure strategy is quite a bit easier than regular survival mode. So I could always just say the hell with it. Let me make sure that is, yeah, see, we're only getting one of the harpoons. So I will do that. Gonna have to move one of those harpoons over, basically. Getting them a little bit closer. I will do that when I'm on one of the breaks. Don't want to bore you guys out too bad. And then same thing here. Tower buff beam. Get it up into the R's. So let's go ahead and go 5. It'll give us plenty of room for minions on top of it. So I've got 4 defensive units left. 4 defensive units is going to be enough for me to slap down a trap here. Get out my trusty ranger. And let's throw a explosive or an inferno trap right here. That's covered by that tower buff beam as well. So alright, time for the summoner. Get our little minions down. Now I found Toucan Sam likes to use his minions as kind of a wall. And I found that that is very effective. And to do that, of course, you have to have your minion health buffed up as much as you can. So I've been working on my minion health. It's debatable whether it may be, well, using it in that type of situation, it's really more important than the damage they do. So we're going to go Archer, Archer, Mage. And then Archer, Archer, and Spider. The Spiders are pretty tough little fuckers too, so definitely get them out there in front. And then over here we're going to do the same thing. Now we have the benefit on this side of squeezing them all the way back in between those 2 harpoon guns. So that gives us a little bit more room. We don't have to worry about them being crowded at all. In fact, I'm just going to throw them down here and not worry about placement. So let me go ahead and jump forward as I get the rest of these minions all squared away here. Alright, so I got the minions all laid. You see over here on this side I've got 2 archers with a mage in the middle. Up on the front here I've got 4 archers with a mage in the middle. And on this side I've only got 3 archers with a mage in the middle. Not quite enough minion units to bother putting in another. But it is all good. So, now we're basically ready to go. So I want to get out my guy who's going to be power leveled. Let's go with Trap 1. Level 0. Let's go ahead and get we'll get them started off at level 1 there. And away we go. Now, as you level up here, you're going to want to grab all of the any of the crap gear you see laying around. You're going to want to grab stuff with run speed on it. As you see, I'm very, very slow. And we are already leveling up. Let's see what one wave gets us here. I think it's 10 waves to get you to level 74. And then, of course, you're able to use the mythical gear. Got minus run speed on that. We don't want that. No good there. Alright, wave complete. Easy enough. 1,000,000 experience for that first wave. It gets up to the point where you get like 2.5. But let's go ahead and get leveled up here. Seeing what did that get me to? Level 45 in one wave. Not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on forward now until we get to that final wave that gets us to level 74. What you're going to want to do in the meantime is just upgrade, obviously you need to repair your auras. You're going to want to upgrade your tower buff beams first. After you get your tower buff beams all upgraded, then you can upgrade your auras. If you get past that point also, then go ahead and upgrade the harpoon guns. But not really required. I think with this setup, with the mediocre gear set that I have, I will easily be able to get to level 74 with just upgrading the tower buff beams, really, I think. So if you do want to just hit G and go AFK and let your guy auto level, you can do that as well. Just make sure that every couple of waves you're getting those auras repaired. I'm not going to bother to run around and collect mana. I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. But let's go ahead and jump on forward. Alright, so we're back, starting wave 17. So that's 10 waves. Remember, we started at 7 and we brought this guy in at wave 8. Wave 17 is going to get me to 74, I'm pretty sure. Now, as you see, I'm running quite a bit quicker. I put all my points into run speed, and then picked up a couple of crappy pieces of gear with the run speed on it as well. No, no run speed on that piece. Now, as you see, I didn't even fully upgrade everything. I got the tower buff beams started. I threw some upgrades on the auras. Didn't really do a whole lot. In fact, I was, must be honest, I was watching a little TV as these ran out. So I just want to make sure that my auras are repaired. As long as my auras are good, then we're pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and get wave 17 started. Of course, the mythical gear is kind of a dime a dozen. It drops, just scatters the floor in most of the matches. But you have to be level 74 to wear it. Now, once you get a full set of mythical gear and get it all upgraded, you'll be in a position where you can start working on that transcendent set. Bunch of meanies all dying on the bridge. You know, this is not the funnest way to power level, but it is by far the quickest. I don't even know. I didn't look at the time, but I'm certain that it's under an hour to get to wave 74. It might even be like the 35 to 40 minutes. I'm not sure. Oh, 100 more to go. Getting closer. I'm not going to finish this out. Now, if you did just, if you went on and fully upgraded those buff beams and fully upgraded the auras and maybe the harpoon guns and threw a couple of upgrades on the minions, you would easily complete this to wave 35. I'm not going to do that. My goal here was to get to level 74, which, as you see, have achieved. So there's a quick look at what I've found to be the easiest way to power level in Dungeon Defenders. Thanks for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe. Thanks again.